Hey guys, Marissa from MW Astrology, and here's the chart of this morning's full moon in Leo. So this video is getting uploaded just a bit late. I'm sure that everybody is feeling these energies. I know I am. They are not playing. So we have a full moon because the sun at 24 of Aquarius is directly opposite the moon. So all of the light of the sun is being reflected by the moon, is shining directly on the moon. Sun is consciousness, conscious awareness, your purpose, the way you do your purpose, your life. And the moon is your subconscious, that which is kind of running under the radar, stuff that you might not be completely aware of, those behavior patterns that are kind of elusive to you, except during a full moon. Then the sun illuminates it. So things come out of the darkness, things come out of the shadows, things come to light. And when we're here at a full moon, it means that it's time to balance the archetypes, as it were, the tendencies of each of the signs that are involved. So we have Aquarius and Leo. Fixed air is Aquarius. So with Aquarius, it's a mental sign. Air signs experience life through the thought processes. And for Aquarius, because it's fixed, it's dealing with vision for community. It is not Libra, which is personally involved. It is Aquarius, which is dealing with the community, humanity, those larger groupings of connection. And for Aquarius, we want to know, what's the vision? Where are we headed? What are we as a group creating for ourselves? What's the ideal? Aquarius is loyal to the vision, not to any particular person or group of people. It's the mental construct that it's really working towards. Leo, on the other hand, is very much about the individual. Leo is about personal power. It is fixed fire. So Leo is that inspirational leadership, that charismatic, fun person that people want to be around. They garner a lot of support because of their personality. So a lot of times Leo has that dramatic personality, but it's not always in your face. What is consistent with Leos is that they have, or that energy anyway, is that it's an attractive energy. It warms people up. You want to be around it. It's fun. It's inclusive. Aquarius is inclusive also, but in a less personalized way. When you're with Aquarius, you're going to be talking about ideas. You're going to be talking about concepts and the vision for where we're headed. When you're with Leo, you're going to be talking about you and them and all your friends, and it's going to be fun. So in here needs to be the balance, because Leo, moon in Leo, honors its emotions. Moon in Leo does not dither about how it's feeling. Moon in Leo says, this is how I feel. And you know what? You can't tell me that it's not justified, right? This is how I feel. So don't try to edit me. Don't try to gaslight me. Don't try to invalidate me. This is how I feel. And it is a reflection of my vision for what I am trying to create, what my purpose is. I am being heart-led. Aquarius is often called high-minded. Leo is open-hearted. So it is bringing your heart into the vision. And it is balancing that need to be seen, to be acknowledged. And let's face it, Leo energy, they'd like to be admired. That energy is not here to play small and sit in the corner. Leo energy wants to be seen, wants to be appreciated. They love love, and they appreciate others and expect that reciprocity of appreciation, right? And so in this full moon, what am I being drawn to contribute to the larger group in my individual way? What is my leadership role? We all have a role. What is my role? What warms my heart? What fills me with such passion, right? Fire sign is passion. What inspires me that I want to share it as part of this group? What's my individual contribution that I'm making? And we have Mercury, the planet of information processing and communication, very close to the sun, right? So they're in conjunction. So you're thinking a lot about what's my vision for myself and what's my vision for the group that I belong to, my society. What would be something that I want to change and create? Both of them are opposing this moon in Leo. So your thoughts are being challenged. The mental aspect and the emotional aspect are being asked to come into balance. It's not just that detached observation, objective point of view. It is also, where is my heart leading me? How am I offering my expansive emotion and warming up some of this perhaps a little bit cold perspective, this objective, little bit detached perspective, because air signs can be a little detached, right? So it's that balancing that's called for during this full moon. And the sticky wicket, as it were, is that we have Uranus at 23 of Taurus making that T-square. And so what is coming to the fore and what is kind of influencing this, making the 90-degree, the challenge, as it were, is, okay, I'm finding that my vision that I want to create and contribute to for the greater good, and something that I'm inspired by, but you know what? I got to get out of my comfort zone. And I hate getting out of my comfort zone. And what's going to happen to my finances? And what's going to happen to my sense of stability and safety? That's what Uranus and Taurus has been kind of emphasizing since 2008. It's what are you anchoring your sense of stability to? What is it that's giving you structure and that is reflecting your values? How are you using your resources, all your resources, just not the physical ones, but the mental ones, and things like time and things like your values, right? Your morals, your ethical constructs. Those are the types of things that are underlying your sense of safety and security. And Uranus is saying, are you sure you're doing things to create safety for yourself that you're really in alignment with? Are you compromising your values, or perhaps not stepping out into potentials that are really appealing because they are a little bit scary, because you are choosing safety and security over perhaps something that is more aligned to what you're trying to do? So this is the time to incorporate your passion, your expansive, open heart with your vision for what you know you want, what you are hoping for, what you are trying to create for both yourself and the world, and doing it in such a way that that is going to create that sense of groundedness and safety and security that you are really looking for. Because with Uranus here, and Uranus was retrograde, it just went direct So now there's this sense of forward momentum that's coming to the fore. Mars is still retrograde until February 23rd, but really everything else for about a week at the end of February is going to be in direct motion. It's not going to last long. It'll be a longer period in April. But that forward momentum is going to give you opportunities to actually make some changes. And Uranus comes through, and when Uranus is winding up over the summer, it's going to move into Gemini, and so it's winding up its time in Taurus. It's going to bring disruptions. If you haven't been making those tweaks to your sense of security, if you have been holding on real tight to all the stuff, what is it grounded in? What is your security grounded in? Is it looking around and seeing my stuff? Is it being able to, have a certain amount of money in the bank, have a title, have, a certain amount of responsibility, whatever it is that you're defining your security with, if it's externally located, if it's the stuff, if it's the title, if it's something like that, it can very easily be disrupted. And that's what this Uranus square is saying. Are the things that you say are giving you security aligned with, or are they denying your heart, your knowing, your morals? Because Leo energy is always driven by a strict moral code. And is it aligned with the vision? Or are you going after somebody else's vision, or an older vision of an older version of yourself, right? And so these are the things that are coming to the fore, and it's going to be challenging. T-squares in particular, squares in general, and T-squares in particular, squares are frustrating. They are showing you what is not working any longer, and they are showing you something has to change. You, of course, don't have to do that. You can stick your head in the sand, or you can endure it. These are all fixed signs. Change does not come easy to the fixed sign, but there will be discomfort regardless. So free yourself, or at least think about freeing yourself from the need to have things be a certain way in order for you to feel okay. Because I'm telling you, you are not going to feel okay no matter how stable they are. At some point, you're denying your expansion, you're denying yourself your vision, or you're denying yourself that sense of security. But when you try to densify things, lock them down, make them be a certain way, they can't stay. There's too much pressure. And so you're going to get pulled into a whole bunch of different challenges. So you are here to contribute, and to do so in a way that honors your self-empowerment. That's the theme of this whole full moon. So hang in there, but it would be really helpful for you if you would be honest with yourself about what you're being shown, and take a chance. Do something a little bit differently, and you might be really surprised at the outcome, because Aquarius is an out-of-the-box type of energy. It is innovative. It sees things through different ways. So don't be so quick to dismiss these possibilities for yourself. So I hope you found this helpful. I really appreciate you sharing your time with me. If you want the written post, please check out my website, mwastrology.com. You can subscribe to my newsletter from there, or you can subscribe directly at mwastrology.substack.com. And I wish you a very, very happy full moon in Leo.